Hi everyone, welcome back. How y'all doing today? Feel free to jump in and say hello. If this is your first time with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a Reiki Master Teacher, among lots of other things, and I'm joining you from Northern Illinois. Cece says good morning. Jody, happy Friday, everyone, from Sea of Cortez, Mexico. Welcome, Jody. Hello, Jackie and friends. Hello, Bonnie. Jennifer, hello, everyone. Kirsten, hello, all. Carmina says woof. Yeah, my neighbor has people doing like lawn care right now, so the dogs might be a little active today. So just a heads up. Sorry about that. Christine, hey, Jackie and tribe. So we've been talking about this push-pull energy. We talked about it on Wednesday. We have Gemini and Sagittarius pulling away from each other and pushing into each other. So we have Mercury, our planet of thoughts, in Sagittarius, right next to Venus, our planet of love, in Sagittarius, this mutable fire sign, this energetic sign that wants to go and do everything, pulling and pushing against Mars, the planet of energy, in the sign of Gemini, thoughts, communication, retrograde. So Mars internalizes our energy, it slows it down. So there's been a lot of push-pull going on, and I surprised myself today when I was making my notes for today's live. I guess I could have talked about Neptune the last few days, because Neptune has been retrograde since June 28th. Yes, Neptune has been retrograde since June 28th, and he is stationing direct tomorrow. So, with all of this push-pull mental energy, we have some energy, but we don't know what to do with it. We want to turn left, we want to turn right, but we want to go up, but we also want to go in. It's very scattered in the skies right now. And this could have to do with Neptune having been slowing down in his retrograde motion in order to begin moving direct. So when planets are about to station in the opposite direction, they slow down, they come to a grinding halt, and it amplifies all of their energies. Now, Neptune is the planet of illusions. He is Neptune, the god of the sea, very water feels, very emotional, very intuitive stuff. And Neptune is in his sign of rulership. He's in Pisces. Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. So his energy right now is monumental. So that could also have something to do with why our thoughts have been so scattered. So let's talk about it. So Neptune is stationing direct tomorrow in Pisces at 22 degrees. So if there's anything in your chart that is at 22 degrees of Pisces within, I'd say, 8 degrees either way, or in any of the other water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, that would actually be, those are trines. So anything in Cancer, Scorpio around 22 degrees, Neptune would be trining it, giving it a harmonious aspect, or in any of the mutable signs. So 22 degrees of Gemini. My brain is scattered right now. Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. That would cause a little bit of tension with this illusion right now. So, Neptune is known as the master of illusion, and Pisces is the sign of the mystical, the subconscious, the unknown. Pisces is a water sign, and water can represent our subconscious, things that are running in the background without us knowing. Neptune has been retrograde since June 28th, and when planets are retrograde, their energies turn inwards. So I was wondering, have we been seeing ourselves through an illusion for the last 5 months since the end of June? That was my first thought. But then I remembered that everything is subjective, right? And every transit, every sign, every house, everything has a positive or like a higher expression and a lower expression. So the lower expression of this Neptune retrograde would cause us to view ourselves through an illusion, maybe taking off or putting on our rose-colored glasses for the last 5 months, just changing our perception for the last 5 months. Using the higher expression of Neptune, this could have been us using our or finding our creative genius inside, finding that maestro inside of us to develop our subconscious, to enhance our subconscious. Jacqui says Chiron at 22 degrees of Pisces here, with Saturn at 17 degrees of Pisces. That's this seems like a heavy transit for you right now, Jacqui. So Chiron is I need to look this up. I know who Chiron is. He's not an asteroid or a dwarf planet or something, but he's way out there. He's past Pluto. But Chiron represents the wounded healer. So the wounded healer is what we are born into this incarnation with, as if it's our Achilles heel. So it's nothing that we did, it's just something that we came into this incarnation with. So if you have Chiron, Chiron conjunct Neptune stationing direct right now, this massive Neptune energy, that to me would seem like you have an illusion painted over what you think some of your duties are, or like what you think is holding you back against your will. That just seems very intuitive. Good morning, Helen. And with Saturn playing a role right there, Saturn is your planet of duty, responsibility, limits, boundaries. So I wonder if you've been painting for the last, 5 months. Maybe we can look back and see when Neptune was around 17, when Neptune was around 17 of Pisces. But this could be a long time of you painting illusions on what you think is holding you back, that is causing you to limit yourself or set stronger boundaries. Thanks for sharing that, Jacqui. Jennifer, I love your interpretations. Thank you. Carmina, Chiron at 25 of Pisces and Saturn at 27. Your midheaven is at 16. Third quarter moon at 15. So Carmina, wow, I wonder if you and Jacqui were born right around the same time, but the same thing going on. Pretty much what I just described for Jacqui. However, your midheaven is a little bit involved, so this could have something to do with your career, your public image in the world, how you broadcast yourself to the large stage of life. Jesse says Neptune at 16 Sagittarius for me. The sun is in Cancer at 22 degrees. So Cancer is water and Pisces is water. So this is a trine for you. So Neptune right now is trining your natal sun. So this might be an awakening period for you. Your sun is your soul. It's how you shine in the world. So having this shifting of direction of Neptune at this time in harmonious aspect to your sun, this could be a time of a veil lifting right off of your face. Whether internal or external, it's hard to say. However, this seems like a good time for you, Jesse. Kay has Venus at 14 degrees, Saturn at 21 degrees. A shifting of what you think you like, what you think you love, what you think you want to be surrounded by. And Saturn, Neptune conjunct Saturn, because that's right on there. But with Venus, maybe feeling restricted or limited on how much of a role you play in creating the harmonious environment that you desire. Interesting. Can anyone tell me how to find this live easily on my laptop? Helen, if you search my name on insighttimer.com, I think that should bring up this whole thing pretty quickly for you. Christine says, I have Chiron in Aquarius in my natal chart and close to Pisces, but not sure what this all means. Aquarius is a different story. We're not going with Aquarius today, but Actually, this is a good time to bring it up. Thanks, Christine. I just put out my my holiday sale yesterday. So for the last 2 weeks of December, December 19th through the 30th, like 90% of my sessions are 50% off. So if you want to work with me for astrology chart readings, I do tarot readings, I do Reiki healing, and Akashic record readings. I put a link in our spiritual community in the group that I have here on Insight Timer, but everything, pretty much everything, is 50% off. So if you've been wanting to work with me for some time but just didn't want to, I don't know, drop that kind of money, you can take the opportunity for the last 2 weeks of December, schedule with me, dip your toes in, and see how everything feels. So yeah, I'd love to work with you guys. You can find all of that information. Go to our spiritual community, the group that I have on Insight Timer. You can find it through my Insight Timer profile. It should be right there as soon as you click on my face on the bottom right corner. And my website is also available on my teacher profile, and all the information is there. Christine, I sent you a message last night. Okay, cool, because I saw it and it just said Chris, and I was like, I hope it's the same person. I'll get back to you soon about that. So what else did I have? All right, so when it comes to this shifting of Neptune, shifting of illusions, I was trying to put together advice to give you guys, like what to look for as an illusion or where to look for as an illusion. However, all of the illusions that have been placed upon us are all subjective. Like, your truth is not my truth, and my truth is not your truth. Our whole experience in this incarnation is extremely subjective. So I can't tell you which illusions are placed upon you right now. In everyone's own time, illusions are lifted, right? So this is something to conclude on your own. This is a very good time to practice your intuition, practice your skills, and I ask you to be the curious observer at this time. So if you've been following me, whenever we do our grounding meditation, we bring our awareness above the crown of our head, and then we act as the curious observer as everything washes over us. So what I mean by the curious observer is not placing judgment or placing labels, right? We talked about labels on Wednesday. Not placing a word on an experience, but just noticing the aspects of an experience. So acting as your own curious observer through life in general, this will help you notice the difference between the last 5 months when Neptune was retrograde and moving forward, to see maybe where the illusions have been coming from. Thank you all for talking about how gifted I am. You can only see in others what you hold inside of yourself. Did you know that? Good morning, Jess. Nice to see you. So what I want to do with our cards today is I want to ask our first deck. Well, actually, I'm going to try to channel Neptune today. I'm going to talk to Neptune itself, right? And I'm going to ask with the first deck if Neptune can clarify the last 5 months. If there were illusions that were internal, or if we were lifting the illusions internally. And then the second deck, we're going to ask, what would Neptune like us to know moving forward as he stations direct? Gary says, hi, Jackie. I couldn't get your live. Interesting. Were you just able to get in right now? I'm glad you're here. Have you read your journal yet? Sharon, hello. Can you elaborate or give us an example of how to observe those illusions? That's a great question. I'm trying to think, because obviously right before I got in front of the camera, I had all these thoughts in my head, and I was like, oh yeah, they'll come to me. What was I thinking about? Oh, a lot of the illusions that we have, guys, are things like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do that, or that is too hard, right? I can't put that effort in. I don't have that in me. A lot of the illusions that I'm talking about are self-limiting beliefs. when it comes down to it. Because we are set up in this universe for success. Everything is here for us to succeed. It's all about us just getting out of our own way, right? So that has a lot to do with it. How much more do I want to get into this? What other illusions? Oh, illusions that we've been taught throughout our lives, like you have to work your ass to the bone in order to make lots of money. That's completely not true, right? We see plenty of people who are enjoying their lives and working 8 hours a month, and they're making, and that's another self-limiting belief, right? I can't enjoy my time because I have to be putting all my effort into working hard in order to create the life that I desire. That type of stuff. Hello, Steve. That's an interesting statement. Does that go for good and bad? You can only see in others what we see in ourselves. 100%. Yep. Because if it doesn't exist within you, you don't have it on your radar in order to see in other people. So yes, Dr. Monica just arrived. Welcome. Helen, it would make more sense if there was a live button on the laptop. I don't make Insight Timer, I just talk on it. Ash, self-limiting beliefs. Also, other people's projections that we believe, mostly from childhood. Yeah, we've been told a lot of things about ourselves from other people's interpretations of themselves, right? They see in us what they aren't ready to address within themselves. So, yes. Kay says, just started reading No Bad Parts by Dick Schwartz. It's really interesting and it helps take the good and bad labels off of things. Thanks for bringing that up, Kay. And Bonnie was talking on Wednesday about the book Awareness, or that was actually in our spiritual community. Awareness by Anthony DeMello. That was the book that taught me that everything just is. There is no good or bad. Christine says, how is your Sagittarius hubby doing? Still sick? Yes, he's still sick. Getting better. Thanks for asking. Cece, I love a sale. If I work with you, do I need to know my time of birth? Apparently there's no record of it. We can work around it. It just won't get as detailed, but you can still learn a lot about yourself without the time of birth. Sharon, oh my god, all those examples apply to me. So then once we notice all those limiting ideas, what do? Just be conscious they're not true. It takes some time to change your perspective. So the first step, and it really is a hard step, if you're in such an automatic way of going through your life, it's hard to notice when you're limiting yourself, when you're telling yourself these lies, when you're placing these illusions about yourself on yourself. So literally the first step, and this can take months, is to just start recognizing when it happens and not placing judgment on the recognition, just observing. Okay, I just made a self-limiting belief, right? That's the first step. Just do that, start recognizing it, then it'll become a pattern for you. And then when you get to the point where you're recognizing it over and over and over, that's when you can bring in something as simple as catching yourself saying, okay, I just limited myself. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Love, love, love. And then you change your thinking. And it's even if you catch yourself one time every day, that's huge. That's huge. We underestimate baby steps in this life. We think we need to take these monumental steps, but if you take a baby step every single day, think about how far you can go in 6 months. Christine, I'm reading Awareness now. Wonderful. I'm so excited. Gary, did I miss your description of the moon and planet energy? Because I'm still feeling odd emotionally. Yes, we did talk about Neptune. Lots of illusions going on. I'm going to post this on my YouTube, though, so if you want to go back and watch later this afternoon, it will be available there. Okay, that's a logical thought to have because it's happened before, and I choose to believe differently. I like that. Yeah, catching yourself. Like, it's logical that I would be thinking this because it's happened before, But just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen the same way in the future. Ash says, understanding your patterns and really questioning them. What's really true for you and building on it. Awesome, Ash. Thanks. Sharon says, awesome. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. So we're going to use the Gateway of Light, Gateway of Light activation to ask Neptune to clarify the last 5 months and what he was trying to show us, or what illusions may have been either placed or unveiled in the last 5 months. Sorry, I got a dog hair in my mouth. So, if you are new to me, I do group readings, so I invite you to send your energy into my deck as I shuffle. If you want to connect with your own guides right now, asking them for specific messages. Oh, good, Helen, you finally got your laptop connected. So I'll allow 3 cards to fall out of the deck for us, and then I will show you the backs of the 3 cards, so they're all going to look the same. But our guides work with us through all of our physical senses. So just because an image looks the same doesn't mean that you can't decipher if one is calling to you or not. So you can tune into your physical senses as I hold up the cards. Notice if your body twitches anywhere. You might sneeze when I hold up a card. You might smell something, hear something, taste something. You might know right now numbers between 1 and 3 that are calling to you. I love it. Jennifer already knows she's working with 1. Jacqui says 1 for the head, 2 for the heart, and 3 was for something a few minutes ago, but it's left my head. Maybe 3 lost significance for me too. That's funny. Helen and Carolina already know they're working with 3. All right, well, let's see what everyone else is feeling. I'll show you the backs of the cards and then let us know in the chat which ones are calling to you today. So here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Jacqui, this is the Gateway of Light activation by Kyle Gray. Alright, so the back again, just in case you need a second view. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. So Lena says that number 2 came to you. Love it. Bonnie, 2 and 3. Helen says Jacqui has a lot of wonderful texts. Kaz, 1 is coming across loud for me today. Love it. Jacqui says 1 is so vivid to me. Interesting. Carmina felt shivers seeing all of them, but more intense with 2. Lovely. K, 1, the pinks in the outer ring, 2, the stars, and 3, the blue semicircles near the ring and a relaxing weight across my shoulders. Ah, taking the world off of your shoulders. Christine, 1 and 2. Elisa just got here. Can you show them one more time? Of course. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Helen says, waiting for you to get the alien deck. Are you talking about a specific deck, or are you just making a joke? Because I feel like this deck brings in a lot of extraterrestrial energy. And I actually did just I bought a new tarot deck yesterday. I had some synchronicities happen all in one day. Boom, boom, boom. This deck came across me a few times, and then yeah, Sagittarius came up, Taurus came up, and we're both rising Aquarius, so that came up, and I was like, I need this deck. It just has to happen. Bonnie says crystals are a bit colder in the brazier at this time of year. You don't say, huh? You gotta sit on them first. That's what I do. I normally warm them up under my seat. Kay says, too, that time around the center image looked like inner earth. I love it. I love it. Steve, they look the same to me. Yes, they are all the same. Right now I'm showing you the back of the deck, so they're all the same. But I'm inviting you to tune into your other physical senses to see how your guides are trying to communicate with you. So if nothing is yelling at you right now, if nothing's resonating right now, just listen to the whole reading and trust that what is meant to come out will come out for you. So this deck, we're asking Neptune to clarify the last 5 months, letting us know if illusions were placed upon us for the last 5 months, or if we were able to unveil illusions for the last 5 months. So if card number 1 resonated with you, your guides are calling you to look at your angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels and the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source, and so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we're also connected to the heart of God. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequency pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky, and as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So we became connected, and since then, our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. Angels are drawing close to you at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. If card number 1 was resonating with you, or I feel like this is just a general message for all of us, I believe that this is Neptune saying that over the last 5 months, while he was retrograde, he has lifted veils and he has allowed your angels to connect with you on a more intense level, on a deeper level. So I would take some time and think back July through now, right? End of June through now. Maybe look back through your journal if you have a journal. I don't make time to journal at this time in my life, so I look back at like my calendar events and my camera roll to see, to remind myself what was happening around that time. So look back over the last 5 months and just think about your synchronicities, right? These angels are here with you. They're standing with you every day, and they try to communicate with you through synchronicities. see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, that was really funny, Helen. I saw that as I was reading, and that was really good timing. So Helen asked, "Did I see an alien flash behind you just now?" So I do. I'm in my bedroom right now, and my husband is sick, so he was laying in bed, and I asked him beforehand, like, "Do you want to stay in here?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "But you have to stay." But he's a Sagittarius, so he does what he wants. But I'm really happy that it was when I held up the card that he decided to exit the room. That's awesome. One of my new kittens just jumped up into my lap, Kay. Oh, I wonder if she is, well, I'm assuming it's a she. I wonder if your kitten is an incarnation of one of your angels. I love it. New kittens, how super fun. Steve, what the hell was that? Yes, it was my hubby. Sure, he could be a light ghost. Yeah. Kaz said that's a beautiful card. Oh my gosh, Helen, they're not here to abduct me, they're here to learn from me. Jackie says that is a most comforting card. Yes, I feel like this is just a huge, like a spotlight on, hey, angels are here, you know? But using the question that we asked to clarify the last 5 months, I feel as if this is saying that your angels have been here lifting illusions from you for the last 5 months in order to help you ascend and see the truth. Oh, but it did say that we're coming into a time of abundance. Yes, you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time. So you need to process what you have awakened to over the last 5 months in order to receive these blessings and this abundance. Jennifer, the past 5 months have been crazy. Yes, for everybody, I think, absolutely. Jackie, 5 months ago is about the time I discovered you on Insight Timer, Jackie. How interesting. So what have you, what illusions have you removed from your being in the last 5 months? Like what have you learned from coming to my lives that has opened your eyes to a different way of life? And I guess another example of an illusion is that things need labels, right? Like that's something that I try to teach a lot. Like there is nothing is good or bad. Everything just is, and it's up to us to place those labels if we choose to. So like that's an illusion, right? And that is taking away a self-limiting belief, because that's taking away the need to say that if it's raining outside, it's bad, right? No, if you want to go do something outside and it's raining, just bring an umbrella. Oh, Helen. I feel as if all my kitties are my angels. I love it, Christine. Yes, I don't have any cats because I'm allergic to cats, but I surround myself with lots of animals because I feel like they are all little earth angels. All right, card number 2. If card number 2 is resonating with you, Neptune is calling you to the ancestral realm. Karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. I want to apologize if you guys can hear that. They have like a leaf blower next door and it's super loud on my end. I hope the mic is filtering it through. So, in every incarnation, we have been blessed to be part of a lineage that helps us live our life and embark on learning experiences. And for hundreds and even thousands of years, those who have walked the earth before us have prayed for a better life. We are an answer to those prayers. Even though they may no longer be on the physical plane, our ancestors are living through our choices and experiences. None of our ancestors had it perfect. After all, they were human too. They made poor choices. They had mistaken views. Many of their intentions were honorable, and many were not. All of this is held within the ancestral lineage, as are many beliefs, ideas, and limitations that are outdated, fear-based, and even harmful. All these karmic energies can hold us back. But when someone decides to walk the spiritual path, whether they realize it or not, their life becomes an answer to their ancestors' prayers. When this card comes to you, your life is an answer to a great ancestral call. This card initiates healing on all levels, but particularly on the family line. There may be some ideas and beliefs in your family that you find limiting or negative. Know that they need not be your truth. You have the opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are in a particularly challenging time, or facing energies that are harsh and overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. Your ancestors are surrounding you now. They are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness for any negative effects those are having on you now. If you have found that a particular family member has been difficult, or a relationship has been negatively impacted because of situations or ideas that stem from the past, know that a great cleansing is taking place at this time. The ointment for the wound is the energy of forgiveness. This isn't about accepting what happened as fine, but realizing that the energies of the past are realizing that the energies of the past no longer govern your present. It's about choosing to create your own happiness and live from your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong, but be open to carving out a new path. I feel like that was the longest card description I've ever read. Oh, and there was so much going on, and that leaf blower was in my face. There's a lot going on here. What was it? So what is Neptune trying to tell us about the ancestral realm? Maybe there have been illusions lifted from your family, right? Your current family, your immediate family that you have right now, which could lead you to understand ancestral patterns. So maybe if card number 2 is resonating strongly with you, like if this card was screaming at you today, this is inviting you to look back at the last 5 months and noticing family relationship dynamics. How have they changed? What have you learned about your family that either you are proud of or you are not proud of? No matter what you have learned, right? Even if you have discovered some things or recognized a pattern in your family that you're not fond of, it doesn't mean that it is your destiny. Just like the card is saying, you are the answer to your ancestors' prayers. As I was reading that card also, I felt the need to affirm something to all of you here. So the card was discussing how our ancestors, most of the time, were doing the best they could, and sometimes they were not doing the best they could, as if they had bad intentions or not so great intentions. I'm also trying to get away from using good and bad in my vocabulary. And I had the sense that some of you were wondering if your intentions are positive or if your intentions are not so great for this incarnation. So if you were in that boat, if that was a thought that was crossing your mind, I just want to affirm to you that if you're here right now watching this event and you are working on your inner self and you are trying to absolve karma that you came into this lifetime with, your intentions are good, right? None of us are perfect. None of us make the right choice all of the time. And recognizing when you might be acting from a shadow, or recognizing when you might be acting from a traumatic event that had happened to you in the past, that is all part of the growth. So just know that no one's perfect. No one's going to make all of the right choices at the right time. But being able to recognize that, hey, this is something that I've done And either, in your present time or in the past, but recognizing this is something that I have done, it's probably because of this XYZ trauma that I had, and then just understanding that you're able to dissolve all of that within yourself with a little bit of effort, or maybe a lot of bit of effort. Is it too literal to consider ancestors as further back than a grandparent? Are you thinking this could be about parents, siblings, Yeah, this could be anywhere within your ancestral lineage. It could be, like people who have been alive within our incarnation, but it also can be generations back. This is something I'm not super versed on because my opinion has been changing on this, but there are like ancestral traumas that we carry through. There are parts of our ancestral lineage that are placed upon us, like limiting beliefs, right? Things that are just energetically ingrained into your ancestral line. So this can stem back. I'm trying to think of examples, and all that's coming up. I know that my maternal side came from Poland. My mom was a Polish immigrant, and I know that she grew up in the ghettos, and so I'm trying to think back to, like her grandmother and then her grandmother, and I know that, whatever was ingrained in them, poverty, right? So that's just a thing that's ingrained into my maternal ancestry. So it was apparent through the early stages of my life, but then when I recognized, here, Bonnie, yes, I just saw your message. When I recognized that that's a family pattern that I do not agree with or that I do not choose for myself, I chose to heal my ancestral line. And it's not as difficult as you would think. Epigenetics, Ash? Tell me what that means, because I heard that word and I just can't recall what it means right now. Okay, I like that. It's not who I am, it's a thing that I do. What else? Carmina, what do you mean no one is perfect? My dad was perfect. All you had to do was ask him. He called himself a living saint, really. I think I feel the sarcasm coming through you. But hey, it's nice to think highly of yourself. It's a whole thing. Okay, technically we were all exposed to everything our maternal grandmother's pregnancy because our mother's ovaries were developed within that time. Yes, there were things that happened. Yeah, because you were an egg at that time and all that stuff. Yes. Steve, he was humble. It sounds like it. Very modest. All right. All right, guys. Card number 3. Again, in this time of asking Neptune to clarify the last 5 months, we are brought star being healing codes. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like these 3 cards have been coming up over and over and over and over when we use this deck. So tell me if they're familiar to you or if I'm thinking of other readings. However, okay, Ash, epigenetics. Behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way our genes work. Interesting. I have to sit with that one. Kay says, hey, yo, that earth is absolutely beautiful. This one is very familiar, Bonnie. Yeah, I feel like this is like the 3rd time this card is coming up in a row that we've used this. So, star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. Ooh, before we even read this, recharging is a really good word to describe a retrograde, which is what we're asking about, is the Neptune retrograde. There are many names for star beings, such as ETs, star people, star ancestors, sky people, and more. Whatever they are called, they are divinely inspired, evolved beings existing in dimensions that we can't even comprehend. They are the overseers of the cosmos, and, like angels, are divine expressions of the heart of Source, who are dedicated to the well-being of the entire universe. They aren't limited by time or space, for they are from a higher dimension. Their frequency healings are received on a spiritual level and can then move through our energy centers to affect the physical. These cosmic beings are our interplanetary cousins and are now coming to many souls on Earth in support of healing, expansion, and harmony. Star beings exist in multiple forms and come from many different universes. But this card is a gateway that transports us to one of their healing sanctuaries. It is a gateway that is open to many different star beings, so it doesn't stipulate which cosmic race is coming to us, but we will be receiving healing codes directly from cosmic guides. The healing can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. However it comes, know that it's a great blessing. If the world seems overwhelming or intense at this time, know that it's okay for you to retreat to a safe space to clean and recharge your energy. You may feel called to be a healer for others and share your healing with the world, but please ensure you are balanced and filled up with light first. This is not the time for you to sacrifice your own well-being in order to serve others. Light beings are placing their hands upon you now, filling you with divine light that will wash away any blockages or stagnant energy standing in the way of your freedom and wholeness. Star beings are channeling healing codes and frequencies into your being, and it's important for you to stay alert for any intuitive guidance about your body so you can be restored to health once more. Yet another message straight from our angels, from star beings, from whatever divine entities that are here with us, that they have been here for the last 5 months with you. This card is calling to me also to let you know that veils have been lifted over the last 5 months. So I wanted to let you know that if things have crossed your awareness in the last 5 months that have been like jarring, or things that have completely like steered you off course of your life, it's happening for a reason, and it's all happening for healing. It's happening for you to grow and expand in different ways in your life. I'm just looking back through this book to see if there's anything else that caught my eye. But definitely knowing that we have the angelic realm, what was it? Angelic frequency, angels are with us, and then the star being healing codes, bookending our reading. Like they've been, I mean, they're always here with you, but if the, oh, thanks. if our question was for Neptune to clarify what the hell has been happening for the last 5 months, while Neptune was retrograde, going inwards, angels have been with us, and they've been helping us clarify our role in this incarnation, perhaps how we can help to heal our ancestral line. There's something about to come through, and I'm just waiting for it to form human English words. Give me a second. Oh, okay, here we go. So, this is where my opinion changes on ancestral stuff. So, incarnation in my reality, in my world, is apparent. Reincarnation, right? That whenever we leave this incarnation, we are reborn into something else. And when that happens, when we die and we're out of the 3-dimensional reality that we exist in at this time, when our soul goes wherever it goes next, The realm of transition has nothing, like time and space don't exist there. So it is not intuitive to think that, like, oh, if I die in 2025, that my next incarnation is going to start in 2025, 26, whatever. You can go anywhere at any time. So I've also had this thought that we are the reincarnation of our ancestors, but this could be back and forth, like, my time now is happening after a future version of myself. I hope this is making sense to you guys because I'm trying to let it come through. But so by healing yourself, if you are the incarnation of all of your ancestors, by healing yourself, you are healing your ancestral line. Let me know if that makes sense to you. And I want to see what Helen is raving about over here. Yes, I thought about that since card 1. They are repeating, Sharon. I love it. Helen, aha, I knew it. Starseed info. Thank goodness for recharging. CETs. Yes, number 3. Come to the retreat and plug into your starseed info. Love it. And Helen's commenting on my sweatshirt. Yes, I'm wearing my astrology sweatshirt today. Gary, this last card seems like the one, but I can't quite feel it. What do you feel for me, Jacqui? Tune into your angels. Tune into your star beings. Think less. That's some advice that I have for all of you today. Think less. Observe more. Things are happening, right? And if you try to think through the signs that they're sending you, they're not going to make sense. But if you just observe, and like I mentioned on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, like taking notes, writing things down. I know that this event is supposed to mean something, but I don't know what it means. Jot it down. Have a list, and then one day just go back and read the list, and then things will start to make sense, right? Sharon, I'm still stuck on card 2, the synchronicity for me with the Netflix series about ancestral healing. That's right. There you go. I feel like there's a message in there for you that just isn't clicking yet. But stay on it. Stay on it. Keep your energy tuned to it and ask for the message to come. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. We've been talking a lot, and I want to pull one last card to see what Neptune would like us to do moving forward. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do our energy healing today. I apologize. That's actually something I'm going to ask for your feedback right now, because that's something that I've been thinking about, because these sessions tend to go much longer than I intend. I intend to be here for 1 hour every time that I'm here, and they've been turning into like an hour and a half. So I've been toying with this idea of doing sessions that are astrology and oracle, like our full, like this, like what we've been doing today, and then doing other sessions that are astrology, 1 oracle card for clarity, and energy healing. So let me know how that resonates with you. So literally separating, doing astrology and oracle, and then doing astrology, 1 oracle card, and energy healing. Let me know how that feels. Oh, and all of these messages are coming through late. Christine, I've been thinking I'm here learning and healing for my next life. It's been on my mind for quite a while. Maybe I'll try and observe. Absolutely. I feel like that's everyone's goal. Earth is a school. Earth is a school. It's the school of hard knocks, right? It puts us through some nasty stuff, but it's for our soul to evolve. It's for our consciousness to expand. that is, if you're worrying about like, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do here? You're supposed to grow and learn and evolve. And that's it. And just by being that, by expanding yourself, you are in turn helping everything around you expand and grow. Jackie says, I'd love what you just described, splitting the sessions. Bonnie says, same, Steve, feels good. I don't know if you're talking about the sessions or what I'm talking about, but Carmina, what if one has no descendants, still relevant in case one is reincarnated into a new lineage? What? Descendants are like children, right? And I lost your message. Oh, what if one has no descendants, still relevant in case one is reincarnated into a new lineage? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but and even like incarnations, like if you go on a past life journey and you found out that you were in Ireland and then now you're in America and then in another one you're in Barbados or something, that just because like you are in a different place, a different culture, a different body, a different whatever, if you are able to switch all of these lineages, imagine what all the other souls on this planet are doing. So the people that are close to you in your life right now, like they have been traveling with you. I believe that everyone has a soul family, a soul cluster. Carmina, I can't be reborn into my current line because I have no kids. I don't think that's a true statement. So I can't be a direct ancestor to my future self. Your children, like, not having children or not having children doesn't dictate anything about your next incarnation. Interesting. Bonnie, also the energy of this group is so strong, there's no reason not to continue in the spiritual community chat afterwards as time allows. I like that. Yeah, you guys can absolutely, if there's like things that came up during the session, yeah, head over to our spiritual community and chat about it there. I just want to see if there's anything else. Jody says, Jackie, it feels to me that your good time boundaries is important for your health and thereby good for all of us too. Yes, split. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I like that. And I think starting next week, I'm going to start splitting. Because I love spending this time with you guys, and my favorite part of this is this back and forth. Like, I just want to chat and communicate, but how I am, I want to make sure that I get to everything that I've promised to get to. So like today, I'm not going to have time to do the energy healing, and that bothers me. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like that I told you guys that we're doing an energy healing today, and it's not going to happen. But I love hearing everything that you guys have to say, and I wish I had the time to go back and read every single comment. So yes, use our spiritual community, because I love replying to you all in my own time. Thanks for the plug, Helen. Back and forth in person equals retreat. If you are not aware of my women's retreat, I am hosting one at the end of March, right around the time that Pluto is moving into Aquarius. That's going to be when Mars moves into Cancer. So this Mars in Gemini scattered energy will be gone, and our energy will be more focused on Cancer, family, love. So, yeah, I think this is going to be like the coolest thing ever. But you can find information on my women's retreat on my website, which is in my profile. LakesideLivingHealer.com is my website. It's called Aquarius Adventures. It is a 4-day, 3-night retreat for 12 soul-searching women, where we all come together, and it's based on Aquarius principles. So it is a very collaborative retreat based on community, humanitarianism, but Uranus, Aquarius energy, the unknown, because you don't know what's going to happen. So pretty much I'm asking every person that comes to the retreat to bring one gift or service to share, so that we all do a little bit of work and then we benefit immensely from everyone else. So if you are a tarot reader, if you are a massage therapist, if you are anything holistic living, right? If you work with essential oils, if you do aromatherapy stuff, if you do sound healing, if you're a yoga person, if you want to lead a meditation, if you just have knowledge on a topic and you want to come and give a presentation to us, a 30-minute talk about aliens, or whatever you're versed on, that is perfect. I also feel like this is a time for me to empower all of my ladies to find your own personal strength. Like, we all have these unique gifts that we all have these unique gifts that we bring to the collective in order to expand the collective consciousness, right? And every one of us is important. We are all a specific puzzle piece in the large puzzle of the collective. So I'm here to let you know that you're awesome and all that stuff. Sharon, send me an email or contact me in some way. Check out my website, something. Talk with me. Or Bonnie and Helen can encourage you as well. Bonnie and Helen will be at the retreat. So, yeah, please bring the alien incense burner. Okay. All right, guys. One culminating card, right? Let's see. Oh, Jennifer, this talk is an energy healing. Thank you for saying that. I love it. I love it. Helen says, tell your women friends, the ones who are called to be there will be. I love it. Okay. Final card. It's going to come from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. And we're going to ask Neptune for advice in moving forward. Now that Neptune is direct, what advice would he like to give? So again, if you would like to send your energy into this deck, I will shuffle for a culminating message. If you've been enjoying today's session, if you'd like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they are always greatly appreciated. If you would like to work one-on-one with me, I did mention the last 2 weeks of December, 90% of my services are 50% off. So if you've been considering working with me, but it's been questioned, take this time to book with me December 19th through the 30th. Most of my stuff is 50% off, so check out my website, which is available on my Insight Timer profile. In case you don't know what I do Reiki healing sessions, energy healing sessions. Everything can be done virtually, right? I do astrology readings, I do tarot readings, and I do Akashic Records readings if you want to dig into your past lives and whatnot. See where some blockages may be, see why you're not able to manifest what you want to manifest in this lifetime. So all that stuff. If you have not joined our spiritual community, it is the group that I have on Insight Timer where I post updates of our oracle readings, and it's a community that I want you guys to share in and go crazy and talk about your spiritual findings and ask questions and connect with each other and all that stuff. So please join our spiritual community, participate in it, benefit from it. It's there for all of us, right, guys? Steve, this retreat is only for women. Yes, it is my first retreat, and that was a boundary that I needed to set this time. In the future, though, who knows? Who knows? Kay says I'm a very fly by my seat. Oh no, where did it go? I'm a very fly by the seat of my pants, so you've got until the time of your presentation to figure it out. Yeah. This whole, nothing needs to be planned, set in stone. That's the beauty of this retreat. It's very just like Uranus rules Aquarius. Uranus is the planet of shock unexpected things, lightning bolt revelations. You might be driving to the retreat and then you're like, oh, I should do this instead. Cool. Jacqui, thank you kindly for your donation. Very much appreciated. Helen, I think you're my biggest cheerleader. Christine, Jacqui, I donated and it said purchase, but I don't see it showing up. I have not seen it come through either, Christine. If that ever happens, guys, if you try to donate and you don't see it on the screen, if you go into my profile and then you click the donate button from there, that should show you your history of when you have donated to me. So if it shows today's donation, then it just didn't come through on the chat. But if it doesn't show today's donation, that means that it did not go through. Yeah, sorry about all that. Okay. All right. Moving forward, what would Neptune like us to know as far as him moving forward, stationing direct? The card that came up is number 51, Conjunction. Oh, awesome. Actually, Kay, I want to read this out loud. Kay says, I'm going to share very soon my business website and information about it within the group. I would graciously appreciate any support, even if it's simply in the form of sharing with people you think may be interested. I love it, Kay. Christine, the retreat is March 30th through April 2nd. It's a Thursday through Sunday. Oh, and I'm gonna teach a Reiki 1 and 2 workshop the day before. So if you want to come to the retreat on Wednesday evening, we'll do Reiki 1 on Wednesday night, and then Reiki 2 on Thursday morning, and then the rest of the retreat will show up on Thursday evening. So. Oh, Jess, I have this deck, and I pulled this card yesterday. Today was Uranus. I love it. I love it. All right, so conjunction. Keyword is alliance. Anytime two celestial bodies conjunct, meaning they dance closely together, they first work together and blend meaning and purpose, and then begin a new cycle of their relationship. The sun and moon conjunct at the new moon, but because the sun is overpoweringly huge, it has special rules. Planets are so tiny compared to the sun that when they are close, within 8 degrees of the sun, they seem to disappear or combust and lose individual power. But when planets exactly conjunct the sun, their strength merges and grows within the heart of the sun. The conjunction tells us we are stronger when we work together, as long as we don't disappear into another's flame. Co-conspire. Find people and allies who support your ideas, as this is not a situation in which to go it alone. Bring in someone with an extra skill to offer to your project. Find the best friend to discuss your concerns with, or spark off new partnership. Watch the energy build as you bounce ideas off another person. Just take care of your own energy fields and ideas in this process. If you have merged your energy with a partner, teacher, or coworker, or are considering merging, notice what strengths you and where you may need to step back and individuate. Find your own paradigm and technique. It can be lovely to love someone with a sun-like personality, warm, expansive, though at times exhausting, but don't combust. If it's time to align your life with another's, think of the line from the poet Rilke. Love consists of this, that two solitudes protect and border and greet each other. Let this be a yoking of 2 or more equals, a partnership that works best when each brings gifts and challenges to the table. Okay, that literally just brought tears to my eyes of gratitude for this space and community. Yes, so this card is inviting you to work with others, right? And we had the community card come up as our culminating card on Wednesday, so we are very strongly being called right now to work with others, collaborate with others, but not to let them outshine us. Knowing that I had to think of my husband. I had to think of my husband when I was reading this card because he is a Sagittarius, right? Larger than life there, ruled by Jupiter, and his moon is in Leo, so he is out there, right? Like he is the sun, and I feel like I'm little Venus right next to him all the time. But this is reminding you that you can work with others, and you are probably drawn to other people because they are magnificent, because they are larger than life, because you want to be in their presence. But know that when you partner with them and you work with them, that you have just as much creativity, just as much intelligence, just as much to add to the party as the larger than life Santa Claus, Kool-Aid Man energy that you might be drawn to. So definitely, yes, work with others, allow them to shine onto your powers, if that makes sense. Like, allow other people to bring out the best in you. And yeah, Helen, as I was reading this, I was just hearing like, okay, it's time, come to the retreat, this Aquarius retreat, let us all build each other up. But I wasn't trying to keep promoting myself at that time because I was trying to see what else would come through the card. Helen, oh, that's cute, Jackie, little Venus. I am a little Venus. I'm a Taurus sun, ruled by Venus, and I'm a Libra moon, ruled by Venus. Just a little dinky Venus. All right, let's see what you guys were chatting about. Yes, oh my gosh, the Aquarian retreat. Oh, love it. Stronger together, yes. Jennifer says, oh my god, this is so true to what I am going through. Helen, I have to admit that I am larger than life energy. Not surprising, Anthony and Jackie. Yes, Helen, you are larger than life energy. The image of the Kool-Aid Man crashing through the walls. Yes, that is, I don't know, that's what I think of when I think of Jupiter. It's the Kool-Aid Man. Just, here I am. So, through the Neptune retrograde, our angels have been with us. There may have been things about our ancestral line that have come up to us that are in need of healing, that we are able of healing. And our other star beings, ETs, whoever they are, guardian angels, whatever you want to call them, have also been with us, and they are sending us healing codes. So sometimes, actually, this just came through, if you've had intuition about how to help your family, you're probably being channeled some codes, right? If there's someone in your family that you just know what's best for them at this time, you may have been gifted some codes to heal that person. Now, understand with that, because intuition is very strong. I feel like there are lots of times where I know what's best for other people. However, everyone has free will, and you cannot interfere with someone else's free will. So even if you know in the depth of your heart that you know what is best for them, what they need right now, understand that they might not be able to see it at this time, and love them through that time. Family, ancestral stuff. That was for that. Moving forward, however, Neptune wants you to work with others in order to shine, how do I say it? Coming together to make a larger one, right? And this could be with your family. This could be an ancestral thing. This could be reconnecting with someone in your family who has been able to light you up in the past. Rekindling that fire, rekindling that flame. So, Helen, nice hand energy movement just now, Jackie. I don't know what I did, but that's cool. Okay, some of us contain it within the confines of ourselves a little, or a lot more than others. You can shine. You have permission. Ruh-roh, knowing what's best for others. So, and I don't mean that in the way of like I'm controlling or like they have to do what I think they need to do, but it's easier to observe situations when you're removed from it. Just like when other people tell you what to do, sometimes you don't want to hear it, but a lot of times they have some validity because they're not emotionally invested in what you've got going on in your personal situation. You know what I mean? Okay, swapping the lead position when you get tired from breaking the wind. The way the geese travel. I like that. That's why there's geese there. I wasn't picking up on that. I like it. Wild geese are my spiritual totems, Helen. Beautiful. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here with me today. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for the collaboration and communication we've had. This was a great session. Wasn't expecting to just talk for an hour and 15 minutes, but whatever. It was great. So I appreciate all of you. I will be scheduling, I think next week I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have some big astrology stuff going on. And honestly, now that I have that permission from you guys to split the events, I might be more excited to be here more often with all of the other busies I have in my life, because I can limit myself to an hour. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to limit myself to an hour the next times that I'm here. And look out for my classes being posted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Next week, 8:15 Central, as always. And that's it. So Sharon, I hope to hear from you so we can figure out what gift you can bring to the retreat, because we all have something special to share. If anyone else has questions about the retreat, please feel free to reach out to me. I was just talking about this on Wednesday. I would love if it was a huge Insight Timer gathering. Like, could you imagine how magical that would be if we've all been connecting here on this platform for so long and then we just meet together in person? I love it. Love to all. Namaste. I will see you all very soon. Take care.